110. I was like, God damn, I need to get my shit together. I gotta go get my glasses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. Because it's going to open up.
Okay. We already started.
That's what's up.
All right. Welcome to 67 Social. I am Dream Irene, sitting here with an amazing person. I'm so happy to have met you. And you have a very unique name.
Thank you.
Billie Holiday Hughes. I was like, these are like two legends in one. So whoever named you, they knew you were going to do amazing things. They had to have known. They manifest that one.
Had to.
Yes, yes. Thank you for coming.
Actually, my brother Tony named me.
Really?
Yes. We're 5 years apart. And I was born the year Lady Sing the Blues came out.
Okay.
They had taken Tony to see the movie. Then my mother went into labor a few weeks later, and she called back to tell him that she had the baby. And first question, the kids want to know, what's the baby's name? And she said, I don't have a name for her.
Yeah.
What do you think the name should be? And he was 5, and he was just like, Billie Holiday. And my mother said instantly, she knew it was, it became Billie Holiday Hughes.
Oh, man.
But my first name is Billie Holiday.
Oh, that is your first name?
That is my first name.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a middle name.
Okay.
But because how it
just come off that way.
It comes off that way. So a lot of people don't know me by Billie Hughes.
Got you.
A lot of people know me by
Billie Holiday.
I dropped the Hughes. It was the right thing to do.
Langston Hughes, no?
No, I prefer Billie Holiday. It grabs attention.
It does.
Before I walk in the room.
It does. I was very like, who is this person? I need to know. Like, who is this? But your brother named you.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
I love that. And your brother Tony, he is the one who you co-authored a book. Mm-hmm. Listen, you co-authored this book with journals or with poetry that he had written.
He had written everything, but it was so, it was scattered. It wasn't together. The journal entries were together in a book, but he also had a book of poems. He had been writing all my life that I can remember when he was like 12, 13.
Okay.
He would just sit at the kitchen table and just write. You're young, you don't really pay attention. Excuse me. But he always was just a little brainiac type guy,
Yeah.
He loved to read encyclopedia, stuff like that. He loved Channel 11.
Okay.
Doctor Who and things like that. So the poetry was in a different book than his writings.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
That's the part I played in it.
And this book is called Dancing with HIV by Tony T. Soul Hughes. Listen, when I seen this book, I was like, Brian Holmes, your manager, he sent me the book, but it was open on both sides, and I was just like zoomed in because I was like, okay, first it's the picture. So it looked like someone that I would see in Chicago. I'm like, he looked like someone that he looked like people I know, you know what I mean? And then I seen a Tony, and I have a cousin named Tony. Okay. And he passed away from HIV. And then I seen your name, and I was just like, I need to do this. This was meant to be.
Right.
And it's Dancing with HIV. I feel like it's a conversation that isn't really spoken of. You don't really hear people talking about HIV or anything like that. But the dancing with HIV, I was like, dancing with it, like, what did he do? But he was an artist in his own right.
Yeah, he was a spoken word artist who loved house music and loved to dance.
I've seen that.
So that was a no-brainer. He had wrote a poem. I was looking for a title for the book, and I was just going through all the poems, and that poem stood out to me. And You know, they say when God wants you to do something, it stays on your neck. And it stayed on my neck. Because I always had a question mark for the title of the book. And then it was like, you know what? It has to be Dancing with... I Googled Dancing with HIV and nothing came up. So I felt that that was the way to go because I needed something to stand out.
Yeah.
You know, everyone have a dance with something. It may be a dance with cancer or a dance with sickness. I was like, that's the answer because he loved to dance.
Yeah.
So I just need to put his dance out there.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I seen that too. I was like, okay, house music, but I also seen that All Your Gardens.
Yeah, I wasn't born, raised.
Raised in the...
Yes.
Okay, I'm from the hundreds as well. So you should know Progressive Missionary Baptist Church.
Yes, in the back of the church.
Yes, Dr. Digby, that was my pastor.
Digby, yes. Everybody's pastor. Everybody in the gardens pastor.
He was so important to me. So when I seen that as well, I was like, oh, these are my people. Yeah. I was like, Tyrone, which is the cameraman. I'm like, Tyrone, we're going to be there, right? Okay, we're going to be on point because I need this one. This one was very much God sent. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. How has your experience been with putting this book together for your brother?
It took me 15 years.
Really?
My brother passed in 2010 at the age of 40.
Okay.
Just before he passed away, I went to visit him, and I got off the elevator, and I heard a lot of house music. It was really loud. And the closer I got, it was his room. So I go into the room. You know how they say you have this surge of energy before your transition? He had that surge. So I turned the music down, and I'm like, okay, brother, you feeling good today, you know? And he just said to me, like, look, I got a lot of writings. I need you to do something with it. Now, my major was film and TV, so I'm like, what do you want me to do? You want me to make a movie? What do you want me to do? Because I didn't know what to do. I have my dreams.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about his, but I know about mine. And he was just like, figure it out. You're smart. Whatever you decide to do, I know you'll do it well.
Yeah.
Okay. He passed away maybe about 2 weeks later. Cleaned out the house. And we started finding books, journals. So one of my cousins had the idea, let's put these boxes out, and whoever find any writings, throw the writings into the book. Into the box.
Okay.
I had 1 box, 2 boxes. I leave out, we got 3 boxes. In the end, I have 5 boxes.
Wait, of his writings?
Of his writings.
Oh, he was writing.
He was writing.
Okay.
So now I have all these boxes, and I sit down, because everybody is gone now. And I'm just going through them, and he's talking about finding out about being HIV, trying to tell my mother, and all these elements in his life. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do with this. So I just lived my life.
Yeah.
Prayed on it, lived my life, and figured out year 1, it needs to be a book. So now I have to read through all these boxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it took time. So each week I would devote myself to this book, and I go through this book, read all the journals first, the journal entries first.
Yeah.
And then I went back and read all the poems.
Who knew you were doing all this?
No one really. My family had an idea that I was going to do something with them, but they didn't know what the idea was.
Okay.
I was married at the time. My wife used to talk about how I took over the master bedroom because I just had the papers everywhere. You know? So it was just about pairing it together. So it was like puzzles, moving puzzles, but I was embodying it. So I cried a lot, you know, because of the things he went through that I didn't know. Yeah. So once I was able to embody it, it took me about 7 years to go through everything. Now I'm still living my life,
right?
Going back to school for film and TV. Then I got divorced.
Okay.
So I always laugh because when she was putting me out, I didn't want anything but the boxes. I didn't want my clothes. I didn't want my shoes. I was like, let me get my brother boxes.
That's it.
So I'm putting the boxes in the car because I'm leaving. I have no clothes.
You like, I got my boxes.
I got my boxes. So that happened. So I lived a little bit more. So once I went through them all, maybe year 8, my aunt and my cousin came into it because I needed to transfer the everything from paper to computer. So that took time.
Yeah.
That took time. So it's a shout out to my auntie and my cousin for stepping in, doing that for me. But my cousin, she did something that was very unique, and I'll forever be grateful for her. I just wanted to copy the poems down into the computer.
Okay.
She wanted to write them, type them in as he wrote it. So if he wrote 2 words, that's what she wanted to say. Me, I was just in a rush. Just do it. She like, no. But I'm glad she did that because I would have lost what was most important is the flow.
Right. But
Just
see,
writing.
that's why you got to come together as a family, as a team.
Yes. And she was very adamant about that. Like, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to rush it. If it takes 20 years, I'm like, I don't have 20 years, but it took 15. So it was at its right time. It was just, it taught me patience. And I thought I was a patient person, but that's patience.
That is patience.
That's patience.
That is patience. But it almost felt like you were, for a second, before they got involved, it sounded like you were carrying a secret kind of.
Yeah, I was carrying secrets.
Yeah.
I got rid of some pages that he wrote. They were just too heavy.
Okay.
And a lot of people may say, you know, you should have kept it in there. But I felt like he wasn't here to have that hard conversation.
Gotcha.
So if I put that in the book and that person wants to get some closure, they can't.
They can't.
Because he's not here to talk about that or to say his piece with it to where it can be, you know, dealt with. So it was a lot of things that I've read that I'll keep it to myself.
Okay.
Because some things, you know, everything
ain't for everybody.
No, it ain't for everybody.
Hold on, but that's like the Jill Scott.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't get it, you just don't get it.
You just don't get it.
Okay, I respect that. That's his little sister.
Yes, I'll hold that. He has enough for at least 3 volumes. So I gotta just start getting on a good foot with it.
Yeah.
You know, I just did this one to see what could I do and how it could be done. Now it won't take me 15 years to do the next volume. It just wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't take 15.
No, I don't think so either.
I just had to live. I was broke, didn't have the money to publish it. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of things, just life. Got fired. I got married again. I got divorced, got married again.
Okay.
I got divorced again. Okay. Still struggling.
Your story's still being written.
Fell in love, got my heart broke, you know, so it's like now was the perfect time.
Yeah.
It was the perfect time. My career's going well. I'm a single woman. So it's the perfect time now.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. Your brother Tony, T-Soul. T-Soul, who gave him that name?
He did.
He gave himself that name.
Because he was so soulful.
Okay.
His name was everybody think his name was Anthony. It wasn't Anthony. It was Tony.
Okay.
She just wanted him to be Tony.
Okay.
His nickname was Tony Man from when he was younger. So that tells you a lot about him.
Yeah.
He was this young guy.
An old soul.
Yes, way before his time. He was a father figure when he was like a teenager to me and my younger brother.
Okay.
He was a father figure. He was a leader in the house. He was never a follower. You know, he loved nature, had a love for animals, dogs. Oh my God. This dog here, he would take him to the movie theater.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Before you could take dogs, and this back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And the dog would be sitting in a book bag watching the movie, eating the popcorn, just quiet. He was just that type of person.
Yeah, I read something where one of your family members has said that they had a pain in their arm. And he was like, I could get it. I could, help with your pain in your arm.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounded like she was like, no, you can't. He was like, I can. And he laid his hands on her arm and her pain went away. He said, I could heal others, but I can't heal myself.
Heal yourself.
And that was like, oh, yeah, that pulled me in right there.
Yeah,
but everybody has something good to say about him.
Yeah, he was like that to my family. I was telling this young lady a couple of days ago that I released the book on the 8th. I know for a fact my family cried maybe about the first 48 minutes. The first 48 hours.
Okay.
I know that because he was special to us. It was a major loss. You lose somebody, everybody hurt. But it's that relative, that common denominator relative.
Right.
And he was a common denominator relative to where it didn't matter what was going on with anybody. They have all these stories on the side about him.
Right.
About how he did this for me, or I was feeling this way, he called me out of nowhere, or I saw him downtown walking and he took me shopping or something to eat. He was a very, very unique person.
This
He really
sounds like
was.
it.
He really was. It was a big loss for us. But the book gave me hope because I was worried about not hearing his voice and his words because he always had some wisdom.
Okay, yeah.
So I was just worried about losing his voice and his words.
Yeah.
So when I started reading the book, it was like, these are his words. They're loud and clear. He communicated his feelings very well. He wrote like no one would be reading. And I appreciate that. They tell you dance like no one is.
Like no one's watching, yeah.
He wrote like no one would ever read this. So for everyone to know his thoughts now, it's just, it's okay with me.
Yeah, I'm sure it's okay with him too.
Oh, it's good with him. He talked about being a published author. He did.
So wait, so he wants to be a published author and you on TV and production.
Yeah.
Y'all still working together.
Mm-hmm.
I love that for you.
It's now I just need to take my purpose, which is his dreams, and take my dreams, which is film and TV. That's a good life for me.
That's a good life for you.
That's a good life for me.
It's coming. I feel it.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting chills.
appreciate that.
I was getting chills the other day. I kind of cried for a second because I was just like, I was anticipating this conversation just to hear, your words and your thoughts and your feelings. And I feel like I'm getting the same person who I'm getting on this couch. I was getting it when we were just getting ready to cam up, yeah, I do. I know for a fact you're going to attract greatness for sure.
Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate
yes.
that.
And this is again.
And that's weird you say that because I don't like attention.
Yeah, I felt that.
I like to be in the background. Everybody else can be in the front.
I felt that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I felt
But
that.
sometimes God puts you in uncomfortable spots because he know that you can handle it. So I just have to relax and just
You got this.
jump on the magic carpet and, just kind of
Yeah.
ride with it.
Yeah, but see, when I seen All Gale Gardens, I seen the name. Everybody has a Tony, whether it be a brother, a cousin. Everybody has a Tony in their family, and it's a black man. You know what I mean? I feel like you're reaching so many young people this way. You're gonna attract so many other little Tonys. It's like you getting him in different angles now, from different. I feel like God sends people. God comes through vessels. He sends people in your life, and before you gonna blink and you gonna be like, I don't know how I ended up here.
Right.
But it's like that's the law of attraction.
Yeah.
So
I take that.
yeah.
I take that. I've been getting that a lot from just different people. Like, hey, I know you don't like attention, but it don't look like you're uncomfortable. I'm like, that's because you don't see the inside. I got a game face. If you get hooked up or print up to the inside, you'll be like, whoa, calm down, baby girl. But that's it. I'm just excited.
Yeah.
I know the best is yet to come. I didn't know it putting it together.
Okay.
I didn't know it. What made me realize that I had something special was when a young lady who I work with, she's my mentor. I needed someone to write the prelude.
Okay.
Okay. And I asked her to, she had never met him. And I thought that was perfect. I had all these people do the tributes who knew him. I needed somebody who just read the book and embodied him like that. So she went and she read the book. Maybe 2-3 days later, she called me. I'm not thinking. I'm somewhere kicking it, and she's crying on the phone. And I'm like, what's wrong? I forgot that I gave her the book. And she like, I read it. She was like, let me tell you something. You have something special. You may not think you got something special. You may think you just got this little book and it's just you go sell it at the church. You're going to sell it at the flea market. She was like, no. This is not something small. That was the first that, okay, I'm on to something. Then it was the day it dropped, and it did 310 copies without me
Pushing it. Listen.
It made my heart skip a beat because, you know, I'm like attention.
But you got it now.
I was like, whoa, okay, God got a hand on this, so you just got to surrender to it.
Yeah.
So I'm just surrendering to it.
So how's this process going? What feedback are you getting? I read some of the reviews on Amazon. Amazing reviews.
Yeah.
I did Google Dancing with HIV online. I didn't see a lot come up. So that's when I knew too. I was like, oh no, she took her time with this one.
It's been a blessing. I've met a lot of people who just knew him that I don't know. And I know he was special because they talk about it. And I'm just not saying it because it's my brother. I have people emailing me that I've never met. They got my email from somebody. They got my email. Someone got in touch with the book company, and the book company gave them my email. So it's things like that. Yeah. It's been. I just need to hold on to my horses.
I'm grateful though. I'm so grateful that you did this for him. I'm grateful that
and it's good timing.
It is good timing.
I work, and I'm usually working a lot, but I'm off for 4 months.
Okay.
And I just got on vacation. Just got on vacation and released the book like 2 weeks later. So this is the beginning of a 4-month that I'm thinking that I'm not gonna do anything, but I am. I have. He was a part of a group called W Brothers.
Okay.
They are a black group of professional black males. They're in same-sex relationships, but they have this whole community. They're throwing 2 book signing parties, so it's like I'm walking into places that I never thought I would walk in.
Yeah. So they're doing the book parties for him.
They're doing book parties because they are this large organization.
In Chicago?
They have different chapters. They have one in Chicago. I'm having one here in Chicago.
Okay.
I'm going to D.C.
Okay.
They have one in Ohio. So it's different chapters around of this large
You're going on
body.
tour.
Yes, basically, right?
Congratulations.
Basically, yeah. So it's just, it's like hold on to your horses. Like you can dream a dream, but God can. My dream was just, hey, I need to release it. That was my dream. I had no expectations. Now, some people will say you should have. I just didn't. I just wanted to release it because it was something that he couldn't do because he wasn't here.
Absolutely.
So I felt it was my job to release it. Now, I didn't know, because the expectations, you know what I'm saying, that all these other things.
Yeah.
So it's a little powerful. So sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I get my little crown, and then I kind of let it go. You know, people are like, why you crying? It's not sad tears. It's like, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Like.
But what did your grandmother? The truth will set you free.
Yes, the truth will set me free. So I'm just kind of focusing on that and just keeping a clear mind, an open mind.
Yeah.
Because it's just not about HIV.
No.
It's bigger than HIV. That's why when I first did the cover of the book, they had Dancing with HIV. They had HIV really big. And I was against that because he was more than HIV. I wanted it to still be red because it needed to be red. But I didn't want Dancing with Little and then you got these big HIV. No, he was bigger than that. And I felt like once you read it, that was a part of him, but that wasn't who he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was far more than that.
From what I read, he sounded like he was an angel.
He was. My family celebrate Kwanzaa every year.
Okay, yeah, same here.
Every year, and it's like he started it, I think this is like our 27th year. We've been in it for a minute. And he would do angel cards to where you had to pick them. And when you pick them, you look at him and he'll talk to you about kind of what was going on. And my cousin would be like, he didn't know I was going through this. And he would answer and didn't even really know. So he was a token of, I tell people that my mother raised 3 ministers. And I'm not saying church ministers.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying. At any given time, my younger brother, you'll catch my younger brother, he'll be on his minister thing sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
I'm always in minister mode, okay? And my older brother that was his life, period.
But yeah, he was writing.
He was writing.
Yeah.
So although my mother never graduated from high school, she ended up putting 3 beautiful, intelligent souls in the world.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not about that. It's about how you raise them, what you put into them, you know.
That's 1,000% true.
So I tell women, like, I don't have any kids, but I know what my mother didn't have and what she wanted for us. And as long as you want it for your kids, you can get it for your kids. You may be graduated from high school, but you want them to go off to college. You know, it's what you instill in them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They don't get to choose anything. We didn't get to choose, you know, living in the gardens or everybody could stay out late. My mother be like, I'm not everybody's mama.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Yeah.
You know, I'm not everybody's mom. If that was their mom, they need to be in the house. You know? So it's just things like that. And since the book release on November 8th, just my head just been going just about my childhood. I did a podcast last week and it just got me just thinking now. Like, you know, just the different things that happen and
yeah.
how this came to be. I kind of blinked my eyes and the 15 years went. It seems like a long time, but when I think about it, it went really fast. It did.
Okay.
Because he died 2010. I started going through the books like 2011.
Okay.
So that was just my life for a while. I was broke, so I was in the house.
Listen, I think, you know, you're going to see the fruits of your labor.
Right.
And when I say the fruits of your labor, really, you're going to build a community.
Okay.
You are. You're bridging gaps. Because I end up, I'm like, Gardens, Digby, you're like, yeah, he was everybody. You're bridging the gap.
Okay.
So I'm grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And how can everyone find this book? Are you on it? I know you're on Amazon.
Yes, I'm on Amazon, Kindle as an ebook. That just happened.
Okay.
I'm really proud of that one because nowadays ebooks is everything.
That's my thing.
Yeah. So it's on Kindle ebooks. It's on what is the other one? Barnes and Nobles.
Okay.
It's on Barnes and Nobles. Right now, I'm working on doing an auto book. But the reason why it's taken me so long because I'm very picky about this Tony voice.
Okay.
This Tony voice has to, when I hear him, I need to get a reaction. Not seeing him, I don't need to see him. I just need to hear. And the ones that I have heard has not made me feel that way.
How do they pick the voices?
A lot of people who do voiceover submit to the book companies.
Okay.
Their voices. But I think I'm going to find mine not through the book people.
Okay.
I think mine is going to walk up to me and he's going to say something to me and I'm either sign it and I'm going to look up because his voice is going to... It has to be a very powerful voice because he has to be able to recite these poems with that fire that my brother had. And I would know that as soon as I hear it, I would know it. I thought maybe my cousin, he's a dentist, I thought maybe his voice would work, but his is not, it doesn't have enough bass in it. He has a very soft, giving voice. But I don't know it. You'll know when I know. Yeah, it's going to come.
I was thinking about that earlier. I'm like,
I just can't choose because I could have just choose somebody and let the book. No, I didn't want to do that. I kept telling the lady that no. She was like, well, it won't be done. I'm like, then it won't be done.
Won't be done.
You talking to somebody waiting
hold on,
15 years.
I was just about to say, hold on. Like,
another couple of weeks is not
listen, I'm not trying to rush. I'm trying to do it correctly.
Yes, that's my thing. I want to do it the right way and what feels good to my soul.
Yeah.
I don't want to make decisions off of that. Like even the decision to put my name on it. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I went against that. I sat with lawyers and they like, you have to. When you explain what you did to the book, you have to.
Okay.
Then my mother was like, you have to. Then my aunt was like, so I had all these conversations. I just didn't want to steal his light.
Okay.
Because I'm here and he's not. Because then it becomes about me and not about him.
About him. So
I went against that for a minute and then I decided to do it. So when I tell people, I say, hey, I wrote a little book with my brother. So it's always about, my brother. But as I talk about it, I have to be okay with it because he's not here. Yeah. If he was here, I could sit behind the scenes and let him do what he do. But I know he's well pleased.
Yes.
I know he's well pleased. He always believed in me. If I wanted to cut grass with scissors, my brother was the type like, hey, cut that grass. He believed whatever I believed in, he believed in. So whatever I wanted to do, he was game for it. He like, you're going to do it well. Don't worry about it. Your intentions are good. Just move forward. So I can hear that. Don't worry about the naysayers saying that you're trying to capitalize off your brother. Because that's what I was really worried about. I'm being honest. I was really worried about that. Of, you taking these things, trying to... Because I have a dream of my own.
Yeah.
I do. I have a dream of being a creator of television shows. So who wants to hear from somebody that you're trying to capitalize off your brother because your career not moving? You feel me?
Ignore him.
So I figured, you know what? Focus on my brother dreams. My brother dreams are going to make it to where my dreams is going to be a piece of cake.
But whether he was here or not, do they realize that y'all was going to capitalize together? Hello.
Be a powerful change.
He had your back, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
most
and you
definitely.
got his. So
Yes,
you
yes.
know, you can't even pay them people attention.
See, I never thought about that we would come together because he majored in biology.
Okay.
He majored in biology and he minored in writing.
Okay.
So he had an understanding of science and the medication. He did. He had an understanding, not like a normal patient. He would be in the hospital. I would walk through the door. Tony and the doctor, they're going back and forth. And my mother would be like, shut up. But he knew what he was talking about. And the doctor used to say, no, this is a good conversation because he understands it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was just he was something though. So now the world get to read about him, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
and be in love with him. And,
Yes.
you know.
I okay, so I want to manifest something on you.
Okay.
I feel a movie.
Okay.
That's what I would like to see.
Okay.
That's how, like, I was in tears just reading the words from your family.
Oh, in the beginning.
I was like, I need a visual.
Okay.
That's how good. That's how good that is.
Okay.
I'm manifesting that for you.
I take that.
Yes. Do you have a somewhere where people could follow you?
Yes. I'm on Facebook as Billie Holiday.
Okay. No Hughes.
No Hughes.
Okay.
I'm on Instagram. It's BH Holiday.
Okay, BH Holiday.
BH Holiday.
BH Holiday.
On
Okay.
Instagram. I haven't really did the TikTok yet.
Okay.
I haven't went that far.
Okay.
I have one, but I don't. I just opened up my Instagram from private to public.
Okay.
Now, man, y'all don't like attention. And a rush of 50 people. I was like, oh my God.
You might as well get used to it.
My cousin like, relax.
Yes.
I just have to get used to
Or
it.
just separate, sometimes have somebody else run your social media.
Yeah.
Take a break sometimes.
Probably give me another one that's a little more private.
Yeah.
Because the one that I just opened, I was using it private. But when I went through them, it's just family pictures. So I look at it like people get to see what was in the book is real. I always tell people, I had the American family. I had the grandmother, the grandfather, the great-grandmother, uncles, aunties, cousins. That's what I call an American family. When you have all these entity of people who's there for you. My grandparents had 8 kids.
Okay.
And with the 8 kids, I have cousins. I got like 36 cousins. And we were raised like sisters and brothers. You know?
Yeah.
So I always called that the American
That
dream.
is.
Yeah.
That was how I was raised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and nowadays
That's not that
people
common.
don't have great grandparents, and
Yeah.
I had a great grandmother who played the piano.
Oh, yeah.
Go visit
Oh,
her.
that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
That's where you got that soul from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandmother played the piano. My grandfather was into filming in the 60s. He used to film The Family, with the old-fashioned reel.
Okay.
So when I was 9, that's how I fell in love with film and TV. When I was 9, he used to show it to us at Thanksgiving in the reels and project it on the wall. And I didn't know what that was. All I knew that I wanted to do that. I don't know how they do it, what they do, but whatever they do to project that on the wall. See, kids don't even have that type of seed planted now. Everybody on their phones.
Yeah.
My grandfather in the dark feeding the little, the film. Cause it
Oh
would
my
get jammed.
goodness.
And he got the little light and he like, wait a minute, I'm gonna get it done. And he would feed it back through. We used to watch the Black Lagoon
Okay.
on the reel. Like, kids don't have that now.
Yeah.
They all on their phones.
Yeah.
You gotta take them. At our Kwanzaa celebration, we take the phones.
Thank you.
At the door, they be mad as hell. At the door because the attention. I don't have your attention.
You know what? I just shared something to my 67 social group. It said, what is something that is fading as time go on? And someone said boredom. And I was like, huh? At first I'm like, what do you mean? But then they're glued to their phones.
Yeah,
You don't have time to sit and think and enjoy the little
and
things.
be bored.
Yeah. You get creative in boredom.
You get creative and bored.
Yeah.
That's where the most powerful things come from.
Yeah.
But nowadays, they think they bored.
Yeah.
They like, I'm bored. No, you're not.
You're not bored.
You don't know what bored
You're
is.
actually overstimulated from the device. No.
You've never been on punishment and no TV, no phone, and you in the room.
Yeah.
That's boredom.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah.
that's just not happening now.
It's not. But hopefully we get them to open these books.
Most definitely. Most
Yes.
definitely. Hopefully they'll open the books. I'm going back to Allgill to pass out toys and coats.
Okay, when is that?
That's on the 21st of December.
Okay.
I just participated in a parade in the gardens over the summer.
Okay.
That was cool. I had a couple of actors from the Shy with me to come, so that was cool just to bring them. So I'm gonna go back to give out toys and coats later on in December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
I'll
just
probably
moving
pop out
on.
with you.
Okay.
Yes. I'll be a volunteer, whatever you need me to do.
Yeah, okay.
21st of December.
Yeah, 21st of December. I'm just out here now. Just out here in this different avenue.
Yeah.
Because, I've been in the TV world for 8 years.
Okay.
So this is different.
Now you're in front of the TV.
Huh?
Now you're in front of the camera.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's a good look. I'm
Yeah.
sure they like, yes. 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 Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. I
would love to
enjoyed
come
this.
back. The first podcast I did, he said to me, can you come back in 4 months? I'm like, why 4 months? He like, because I believe in 4 months, this is going to be totally different for you. And I'm like, maybe it will. He like, no, I'm telling you. So I get a lot of that. So I'm just taking it in and accepting it. And like in 4 months, I'm not going to be this same person. Because you're never who you are when something happens.
Never.
So I know if me and you sit down in the next 4 or 5 months, I know I will be a different person.
Absolutely.
Because I'm a different person than the day it was released on the 8th.
And that wasn't too long ago.
That was just 2 weeks ago. Because every day something is happening wonderful. Every day I wake up, it's an email or it's a phone call, or it's a DM. I had Tony's first girlfriend. Because he came out about the age of 18, 19.
Okay.
But his first girlfriend, like, oh, I heard about the book. I bought it. She was like, I was crying. Those are the type of things I'm experiencing. I remember her.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
She like,
yes.
you remember me? I'm like, yes, I remember you. She was like, she was happy. So a lot of that been happening to me.
Yes. You're bridging the gap.
Bridging the gap. Bringing it together.
Bringing it together.
Getting comfortable in the process.
Yes.
Because my mother like, no, you go ahead and do it. I just be the mama and wave.
Oh, my goodness. I can see that. That sounds like a mother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
My mother she was everything. She raised 3 kids in the jungle. She did. And a lot of people may have said my mother was mean. She wasn't mean. She was strict, but it wasn't overpowering strict. It was these are the things that you're gonna do. This is how I'm gonna run my house.
She had order in her home.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't have that. Didn't have that. Let me tell you a story. My brother joined the gang. I'm not even gonna say what gang he joined. They kicked him out because every Sunday, when they would do their meeting in the back of the gardens, my mother would show up.
Oh, my goodness.
So about the 3rd time, they was like, hey, man, you can't be. Your mama blowing up the G. My brother.
So they was meeting what back in the Golden Gate. So they was
meeting in the back of the gardens back Carver High. Okay.
Oh, they was tucked back there. Okay.
Tucked back in. My mother every Sunday. My mother was going looking for him. About the third week, they was like, "No,
you too hot.
Your mama too." And my mother wasn't afraid.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, no, man, you can't come here. Your mama pulling up. So he got kicked out of that. So
yeah,
we never really had to worry about that because they saw how active and persistent my mother was. And a lot of the gangs don't want to be bothered with mothers like that. They need the mothers who don't care, who not gonna come look for you. No, my mother wasn't like that. No, far from that.
Thank God for her.
Yeah. Now she's 75. I'm just happy for her now. I'm just really happy for her because, like I said earlier, she didn't graduate out of high school. So for Tony to have wrote a book and Billie working in film and TV, you feel me? Come on.
That's big.
That's big. That's big. And I know that's big. And I don't try to push it down to make it small. I can only imagine her thoughts.
She's happy, I'm sure.
Yeah, oh yeah. She was at the book release. I have a stamp with Tony's signature on it.
Okay.
I didn't stamp yours. I should have stamped yours.
It's okay. We'll see each other again.
And she was stamping it, and you should have saw her. I'm like, Mama, you don't have to stamp it that hard. She was in it like, boo.
Let her do it.
And I stopped. I said, Mama, you don't have to hit that hard. She was like, that's what I see on TV. I'm like, Mama. But she was just excited, snapping her fingers, dancing to the music. It was just really nice to see her in that space because I knew what she went through when my brother passed. It's not natural to bury a child. That's not natural.
No.
It's the other way around. So I saw what she went through with that. So to see her on that day, to see my stepfather there, because me and my brother's father wasn't active.
Okay.
My stepfather was active.
Okay.
He was a very active man. So just to see them all there and just enjoy it, my aunts and my uncles. It was a good day at the book release party.
It sounded like it was.
It was nice.
You got 2 more parties coming up now.
2 more. One at Galerie Grichard. Yeah, I can't never pronounce that.
Okay.
I'm having one there, and I'm excited about that because I love that place. And for them to want to throw it there, I just feel blessed. I really do. So I don't know. I think that's December 13th.
Oh, that's my birthday.
Yeah. Oh, mine December 10th.
Oh, okay, Sagittarius.
Yeah. I'm a cool Sagittarius. I ain't gonna make up too much fuss.
Oh, I can't say that too much. Sometimes.
But I will, I do love to party. I'm not like this party animal that's all crazy in the party. I'm the type, I'll be in the cut by the speaker, dancing with the speaker.
That's me.
And they be like, why don't you come up here?
But if they too dry, then I'm going to go and dance on the dance floor and get it started, and I go back in my...
I go back in my own look. Well, I'll be in the cut, everybody in the front. It's just...
Yeah.
Just don't, that's probably a Sagittarius thing.
For sure.
We don't need all that. I don't need approval.
I don't.
I don't need approval. I don't need you to tell me I look nice. I already looked myself in the mirror. I told myself I looked nice before I left. You know what I'm saying? I'm easy breezy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's called confidence.
Yeah. And some people don't like that.
No.
They look at it like it's arrogant. It's not being arrogant. It's not.
Would you want me to walk around with my head down? I was just beating up myself. Right. No, that's
right.
Sounds,
I show a little confidence.
That's so condescending for people to even like.
Yeah. I show a little confidence. Now you think no, you think I'm all that. You supposed to think the world of yourself, because who will?
I gotta live in this body.
That's it. That's it. So if I'm okay with this body and I'm okay with looking myself in the mirror, I don't need your affirmation. I don't. I don't. I'll take it.
It's
But
appreciated.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, as far as doing the book, that was different. This was not a territory that I knew anything about. So the book thing is new to me. The interviews are new to me. So I figure if I just go and be myself, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to be someone else, because eventually if I do that, the real me will come out. So I might as well just
Be yourself.
be myself, as corny as that may, you know.
Not corny.
Sometimes I am a little corny.
Well, I don't know.
No, I'm a person.
They say I'm corny, so I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It's just a little corniness, but I think sometimes that's attractive.
Okay. Yeah.
Because who wants someone who's, no, I want you to have a little corny, because I'm hoping you want me to have a little corny. You know, I got a 3-wheeler, right? And my cousin said, I knew it was you. I heard gospel music coming from a motorcycle. I said, that's my motherfucking cousin. I come around the corner, Jesus. That's the type of corny I am. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh,
That's not corny. That is like, I would have loved to be there.
He was like, man, you usually hear rapping. No, I'm coming around. Praise the Lord.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Oh my, I gotta see that. I can't wait to see this hot again.
Yeah. I'm a fan of gospel music, period.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love music, but I'm a fan of gospel music.
Okay.
I'm that person.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that.
Sunday mornings, that's all my mother was playing.
Yeah.
Didn't matter if we was asleep, we blasted it. Bow, 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 bow. Didn't care. But train up a child.
Yeah.
You feel? If you train up a child, he's going to stay within that.
Yes.
You never will leave him.
Once you instill the word of God, even if a child goes astray, it'll always come back home. You know? Because everybody gonna go astray a little bit.
Yeah. Even though my brother, he had he just didn't. Far as we were raised at a Baptist church.
Okay.
He talks about God a lot in his book,
Okay.
but he also dealt with it being a gay man, dealing with the church and the religion. He was a person that saw the glass half full and not half empty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he allowed me to be in my spiritual life and get some calm about it.
Okay.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He brought that to my life, that calmness, that connection, that it's not about you and the world and God. It's about you and God.
That's it.
You feel me? Now, once you deal with that, you'll be fine. So he was always helping, but he was the Martin Luther King Jr. in my life. He was the civil rights leader in my family for me, if you understand what that means.
Yes.
The opening of the doors,
Yes.
the getting them comfortable.
Yes.
You know, so I hope the book will inspire anyone who's going through things, whether it be cancer, whether it be HIV, whether it be your family not accepting you, you know, because of your sexuality, or even your family not accepting who you're marrying.
Yeah.
You know, I believe it will inspire to stay close to God, to stay true to your feelings, and know that your feelings matter.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes people think, oh, nobody want to know about, but your feelings matter.
They matter.
It matters. It may not matter at the time who you're talking to, but your feelings should matter to you, and not kind of press that down. And that's kind of what Tony talked about. Like, these are my feelings. Whether they're good or bad, these are my feelings.
Absolutely.
So, and my feelings need to be heard. So I'm just glad to be the vessel to put his feelings out there.
Yeah.
His thoughts. Because a lot of time people have thoughts, but we don't know about it. So for him to write it, and I was a little nervous once I published it, because it was like, I'm putting his tea out there.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
I put his tea out there. So it was like, but he okay with it. It's not bad tea. It's good tea. Although some things happen, it's not bad. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I just gotta chill.
Just gotta chill.
That's it.
Billie Holiday Hughes.
Yeah.
Dancing with HIV. Tony T. Soul Hughes. Listen, the cover. This is very nice.
Okay, thank you.
I'm so grateful that you came. I hope that a lot of young people really look for this book.
Yeah.
Amazon, Kindle. You can get the hard copy. You can get a copy through Amazon Kindle as well. Instagram, BH Holiday. And then Facebook, Billie Holiday. Oh, thank you for coming, 67 Social. I am Dream Irene and the one and only Billie Holiday. I won't say the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, Dancing with HIV. And thank you to Tony T. Soul Hughes. Thank you for leaving your words. Thank you for translating his words into a book. This is going to take off. This is really important. So
I'm going to call you on the phone like, it took off.
It already did. Thank you.
Yes. I appreciate you.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
Yes. Peace and blessings.
This already took off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.